Hey guys, what's going on? Very happy to be with you here today. We will get to your questions on Twitter. We got a few on Facebook, and I have a wonderful translator here to answer the French questions too, so don't be afraid to write those into us in French.
So you have your question.
Alrighty, we will start at the top here. How did it feel to score your first playoff goal in OT with the most historic team in hockey history, the Canadiens? Easily the best moment of my life, scoring that first goal. I was so pumped to just be a part of the playoff run and to score that goal. I think really set the tone for our playoff run and for myself personally. Tyler Griffin, any tips on how to be a beauty? Wow, yeah, I have many tips on how to be a beauty, but way too long to list those today, but I appreciate the question. What do we got next here?
Maybe this is
this one. What is the craziest thing a fan has asked you to do? I don't know if there's been too many crazy things that I've been asked. I think just some people stopping traffic to get out of their cars to take a picture with me, I think was the craziest thing that they have done. Yeah, I don't think there hasn't been too many crazy things that fans have asked me to do. What are your priorities during the off season? Well, I took care of one, and I got married this summer. That was the first priority, and obviously number two is working out and getting in the best shape that I can. Been training real hard now for probably just about a month, and yeah, that's all I got for the summer. Just continue to train and work out and get ready for training camp. Best place I've gone in Montreal since I've been traded here. Best place I've gone to. You know what? Last season I really didn't get to go to a lot of places. I went to a ton of restaurants. I'm a big fan of Vargas, the steakhouse on what street is that? Rennie Levesque and I don't know what the other one is.
I think.
Yeah, in University. Yeah, that is that corner. I love that restaurant. That would be my favorite spot to go to. Did I try the poutine yet? I went to the poutineery in Old Montreal, very close to where I lived last year. So I went there, and I loved it. I loved it. It was as good as everybody said it was.
This one is, what do you love the most about Montreal?
I think I just the fan base and the team and just being a part of the organization. I think I know that's a vague answer, but it's the greatest fans in the world. Playing at the Bell Center is a dream come true every night. I'm already totally looking forward for next year.
Who do you get along the best?
On the team?
Yeah.
Hard to pinpoint just one. You know, I got really close with Mike Weaver last year, obviously being traded here, very close together, and we sat beside each other on the plane. But we have such a close team that it's really hard for me to pick one. I think if I was to go on a mandate with anyone on our team, it'd be really hard to pick. I think I would just take the whole team out.
We have one on YouTube.
We got one up here. Will you ever top flexing at Lucy's for an on-ice time? I don't know if I'll top that. I think that one got a lot of press for it, but who knows? Who knows? You know, I've watched a lot of the greats do a lot of taunting. I might have a couple things up my sleeve for next year, but it would have to be a big moment to bring those out.
This one.
My 10-year-old wants to know who is your favorite Habs player growing up. Oh, I was a big Saku Koivu fan. Steve Bejean, I really liked, just you know, a hardworking guy like myself. You know, obviously the fact he wore 22, you know, is kind of cool now. But I wasn't really, I didn't have one that really stood out. I just really loved the team, and I pretty much liked everybody. So I can't really pinpoint one.
This one by Brett was pretty good.
Who was more excited when you were acquired by the Habs, you or your dad? Probably my dad. I mean, I was a lifelong Habs fan too, but I think for any father to see their son make the NHL is one thing. Obviously, a dream come true, but to play for his team and he's such a diehard fan. I think. I mean, I was on top of the world, but I think he's still on top of the world.
This one by Dimitri.
Best prank that got pulled on you from your teammates. I think because I was a new guy that came in here, people were just trying to make me feel welcome, and they didn't want to prank me. But I think if you watch the NHL All Access when I was in Vancouver, they took my helmet before practice, and the camera was following me around. And I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. It was just not a good time. It was like 5 minutes before practice, and Mr. John Tortorella is very serious about his timing and stuff, so I was obviously panicking. But I turned it into a first star and a Gordie Howe hat trick the next night, so maybe someone should steal my helmet again.
If you weren't a professional hockey player, what job would you like to have?
What job would I like to have? That's a good question. I get asked it a lot. What would I want to do if I wasn't a hockey player? I don't have a good answer for that one either. I've wanted to be a hockey player from the time that I could walk, and that's all I've ever thought about. So that would be a tough question. Yeah, maybe an agent, something involved in the game. I like coaching. Maybe when I'm done playing, I'd like to coach junior or something. I think that would be fun. I really enjoy training and fitness like that. Maybe training young hockey players, I think, would be something I'd definitely be interested in.
What's the bigger, stronger guy that you dueled against in a fight yet?
Like which one was the toughest?
Yeah.
Tough to say. There's a lot of tough guys. Let me pick. Zenon Konopka, I think. Obviously, he's one of the more active fighters in the last 5 years. He's got to be, I think, first in the league in fights, but just very technical. He's a very good grappler, strong man. He's tough to fight. He's not the tallest guy too. He's got short arms, so he's a tough guy to fight. I think he'd be the one of the toughest. Tim Jackman obviously is very tough too. I fought him when he was in Calgary. Obviously, he's in Anaheim now. I think he's probably one of the toughest. Just a big, strong guy. Throws real heavy punches.
Check one of these.
Yeah.
What do you think about UH Clothing, my boy? I'm a big fan of UH Clothing. Obviously, I got a ton of hoodies and hats I wear every day. So, big fan. Obviously, they make comfortable stuff, easy to work out in, easy to wear anytime. I'm definitely a big thumbs up to that. Who you miss the most next season? Maybe my line mate in the playoffs, Danny Briere. I really enjoyed playing with him. I was a big fan of him growing up. He was one of my favorite players. To get a chance to play with him was big, so I think I'm going to miss playing with him. My favorite flavor of ice cream is rainbow for sure. That's my go-to. There's one spot in the summer that makes it in Winnipeg. It's the best. They make the best rainbow ice cream. So I'd probably get that at least twice a week. I don't know if I had a nutritionist, which I don't. If they did, I don't know if they'd approve of it, but I can't get enough of that. Would you be able to try to convince Carey Price to do a moonwalk after a shootout win? I would probably say no. I don't think. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for this. I don't know if Carey Price is a dancer, but I don't really think he would be a dancer. So I don't know if I could convince him to do that.
What type of music?
Type of music to enjoy listening to. I like everything. I think I listen to country music the most. There's a million good artists in country nowadays. It's so good. But I like rock music or oldies. I like rap. Big fan of rap. Techno, dance, hip hop. I kind of like everything. But if I had to have a favorite, it'd be country for sure.
Can you say some words in French?
Just the very basic French words. Yeah. Yeah, I could say that. Like, obviously, like, yeah, and that, like, the very, very basic. And I feel like I can understand it, but then when I say what it was, it's wrong. So,
Can
yeah,
you try a little bit?
yeah. If you give me a sentence, someone write in a French sentence, and I'll try to say it.
What was it like to put the jersey on?
Put the Montreal Canadiens jersey on for the first time. Incredible to put the jersey on for the first time. It felt, it just felt like I was a little kid back playing street hockey, putting the jersey on. To actually put it on in the Montreal dressing room was just amazing. It's the greatest jersey. It's the best logo. I would walk around my jersey every day if I could and wouldn't look like an idiot, but I would for sure.
Playoff goal against Boston or OT goal against Tampa?
Game 3 against Boston, the breakaway goal to make it 3-0. I think does trump the OT goal for me. Just obviously the Boston series was huge for us, and to score that goal at home, the crowd went nuts to make it 3-0. That just was unbelievable.
How nice was it to
beat your former team after being traded? Oh, I loved beating my former team after being traded. Yeah, I think anytime you play your former team, you want to stick it to them a little bit and show them what they're missing and stuff. And I think we did that in a big way, so it was awesome.
What was your favorite player growing up?
Favorite player growing up was Keith Tkachuk for the Winnipeg Jets. Always loved his style, even when he left and went to other teams. I always loved his style. Just a big power forward. He scored goals. He fought. He hit. He stood up for his teammates. He did a lot of stuff in the community in Winnipeg. People loved him, so I just always thought he was awesome.
Someone wrote in some French for you to
We
try.
got some French?
Yeah, Ryu. He's got bonjour,
Okay.
comment allez-vous?
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
C'est le plus beau jour de ma vie.
C'est le plus beau jour de ma vie.
There you go.
What's that mean?
It's the best day of my life.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
C'est le plus beau jour. Oh, it jumped on me.
De ma vie.
Where'd you go, Ree? Oh, de ma vie. Okay.
Then there's also one
There we
that
go.
wants you to say we're better than Boston. Patrick Duprat.
Okay.
On est meilleur.
On y met.
On est meilleur
On y meilleur
que Boston.
que Boston. On y meilleur que Boston. Yeah, I can do this language. It's good French class here. I can sit on YouTube and learn from you people.
Who's your roommate during the season? Do you have one?
No, we don't have roommates anymore. The new CBA switched the rules, so only people on entry-level contracts have roommates. So, yeah, no roommates for me, so it's nice. I can be on my own schedule.
This one wants to know, how come people call you the Netherlands Wayne Gretzky?
Oh, I played in Holland during the NHL lockout 2 seasons ago. So I went to Holland and I did pretty well there. I think I had a lot of points that the league probably hasn't seen. So it was fun. It was an awesome experience. So I think that's where people get it from. I think the Vancouver media kind of made a mockery of it, but everyone else, I think, had some fun with it.
Do you play video games?
I'm not a video game person at all. I get too upset when I play video games. Actually, that was one of the things my brother talked about in his best man speech for me. He was like, I can never play video games with this guy because he'd always make excuses and he'd throw controllers and shut the video off. And that's exactly what I do. Like when I was younger, like I couldn't play like board games and stuff because if I was losing, I'd just flip the board or I would just slap the game or something. Or I'd shut it off. Like I get way too worked up playing video games.
Which team do you like playing against the most?
Playing against the most. For some reason, I like playing Edmonton and Calgary. I like those teams. I like playing against Nashville. I like playing in Nashville. That's a cool place to play. I like playing Dallas. And I think those would be probably my favorite teams to play against.
What's your favorite warm-up song?
Favorite warm-up song? In Montreal, we kind of play the oldies, but I think in the playoffs we were playing Tampa. They had some just some new hip hop. I just like anything that's like dance music, like just gets you going. I think that's the best, like any kind of techno or something like that.
How do you feel being in Montreal for 2 more years?
I'm excited. You know, when I got a chance to sign my contract and obviously being a 2-year deal, I knew I'd come back for 2 years. I was so excited. I love playing here. I love the city, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully learning more French from everybody and just getting to know the city better.
How did that OT goal against the Lightning feel?
It was amazing. You know, I feel like I can go back and look and feel like I'm in that moment. It was just such a cool moment. You know, it's being the first game of the playoffs and score a goal like that, and it was just awesome. I can't really describe what it was like.
Do you follow or read about fancy stats?
Like Corsi and Fenway.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I don't watch it at all. I think stats like that are so ridiculous. You know, I was watching. I don't know what I was watching. It might have been Free Agent Frenzy, where the TSN panel was breaking down how they should sign guys by their Corsi and that stats. I think it is absolutely ridiculous. Because there's so I think I have the understanding of Corsi, maybe I don't, but there's so many things that can go into a guy having a bad Corsi, where maybe he's a third line guy that matches up against another team's top line, and that obviously your job is to shut them down. You're not supposed to score. So if they're not scoring but they're getting shots, your Corsi's bad, which doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I think Corsi's ridiculous, and the fact that people are into it, I'm sorry, I just don't believe in it.
Are you a Bombers fan? Are you going to go to any Winnipeg Blue Bombers games?
I'm a Bombers fan from time to time. I'm not the biggest football fan, but you know, obviously they're off to a good start. I think I will get down there to a couple games. Obviously, it's a new stadium, and I haven't been there yet. So this summer, I'm going to have to get down there at least once.
Have you had any contact with Lucic since the handshaking incident?
Yeah, I sent him a text and asked if we can go golfing and grab lunch, but he wasn't interested. So I guess maybe we'll have to save our next time we talk. It's going to be opening night for us.
So that's the second question about Hartford. What did you think of your time in Hartford? And then this one was, when you played there, did you ever get to play at the Mass Mutual Center?
Oh, yeah. I loved Hartford. It was awesome. Awesome. I was there for 3 years. The fans are great there, too. I really enjoyed my time. First year's pro, I learned how to be a pro there, and you know, just learned about the pro lifestyle, and I loved it. I had a great time with there. I got a lot of good friends that I still talk to that I played with in Hartford, so I really enjoyed it. And did you ever play at the Mass Mutual Center? Yeah, we played there a ton. I loved playing at the Mass Mutual Center. I almost scored there every game, so I loved it. I'd love to go back there and play, but obviously in the NHL.
Who do you think is going to be the next captain?
Next captain. That's a question I get asked a lot, and I have absolutely no idea. That's such a hard question. You know, especially in Montreal, there is a certain degree of pressure that comes with being a captain. So you really have. Yeah, I have no idea who's going to be a captain. I wish I knew.
Let's do one last one.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about being a Montreal Canadian?
Favorite thing about being a Montreal Canadian? There's a ton of things I could list. I just think, like I said before, being part of a wonderful organization that has so much history and a real knowledgeable fan base that takes pride in their team and understands the team and understands the ups and downs. And I think there's so many things you can like about being a Montreal Canadian. I love it.
Awesome. All right. Let's hit the stop broadcast
Beautiful.
button.